Welcome back to our conversation on hand grinder safety. In our previous video, we talked about what a hand grinder is and what it can do for us. In this video, we're going to talk about what the personal protective equipment is that you need to wear in order to safely use the hand grinder. The first thing you're going to need to do is make sure all of your skin is covered, just to manage any sparks that are flying. Next thing you're going to need to wear is a leather apron that covers your vital organs as well as your thighs. And that's because in hand grinder use, there is always a risk of something flying or shattering. Some of these grinder wheels, if they're abused or misused or they're defective, they can explode. And so you need to protect your vital organs, including your lower end as well as your lower legs, because if you get punctured in those areas, there's a risk of severe injury or even death. On top of that, you're going to have to wear 2 layers of eye protection. One, you're going to wear your safety glasses at all times in the shop when working, and second, you're going to wear a face shield on top. Again, if something explodes or breaks, then you need that face shield protection. And I personally have had a wheel explode on me, and I had a face shield on which did protect me from damage. You also need to wear hearing protection because the noise that's generated is loud enough to damage your hearing. So you can wear earplugs, or you can wear something like this with the hearing protection built into the mask, or even a separate set of ear cuffs. But you do need to protect your hearing, and you will need to protect your lungs. That can be done by wearing a dust mask, or you would work outside, or you would work in a ventilated room. We have ventilated rooms in this shop for you to use to do all of your hand grinding. And if you are not able to get to one of those rooms, then you must wear a respirator in order to hand grind. That will protect you from the dust and debris that's airborne. Some other things as well, you cannot wear gloves while using a hand grinder because there's a risk of your hand getting caught in the actual machine and getting your hand mangled. So people want to wear gloves because they're worried about burns, they are worried about sparks, and they are also worried about touching the wheel. So in my next video, when we're talking about setting up the hand grinder safely, then you'll understand what we can do with setting up the machine so there is no risk of sparks, no risk of burns, and no risk of actually cutting yourself. So we don't wear gloves, we set up the grinder properly so that we don't have to worry about those concerns. Those are all the things that we need to wear, and a perfectly suited up person would look something like this. And if you didn't have ventilation, again, you'd want to wear a dust mask or work outside.